The world is on the brink of a new age in aviation, an era where speed and efficiency will redefine how we connect across the globe. Supersonic commercial travel is making a dramatic return after 2 decades of silence since Concorde's retirement. The iconic Concorde, once a symbol of luxury and speed, paved the way for this new generation. Now, in late 2025, multiple companies are racing to cut flight times in half and redefine global connectivity. These innovations promise to make the world smaller, bringing distant cities closer together than ever before. This resurgence is driven by technological breakthroughs, fresh investment, and crucial regulatory shifts. Scientists and engineers are pushing the boundaries of what's possible, while investors are pouring billions into these ambitious projects. Engineers are developing lighter materials, efficient engines, and solutions to mitigate the sonic boom. These advancements are essential to making supersonic travel not only faster but also more sustainable and quieter. The goal is a new fleet that's faster, economically viable, and environmentally responsible. This new era of aviation aims to balance speed with sustainability, ensuring that future generations can enjoy the benefits of rapid travel without compromising the planet. This revival promises thousands of skilled jobs and economic growth in aerospace hubs. The ripple effects of this technological leap will be felt across industries, from manufacturing to tourism. Competition between players like Boom Supersonic and Fly Concorde LED is accelerating progress. This healthy rivalry is driving innovation and pushing each company to achieve greater heights. The dream of flying from New York to London in under 4 hours is closer than ever. Imagine crossing the Atlantic in the time it takes to watch a movie, transforming business and leisure travel alike. The supersonic renaissance is here, set to reshape our world. As these jets take to the skies, they herald a new chapter in human achievement, one where the sky is no longer the limit. To understand the future of supersonic travel, we must first look to its celebrated and complicated past. The story of the Concorde is one of ambition, innovation, and ultimately, a bittersweet legacy. The Concorde, a marvel of 20th century engineering, symbolized progress and luxury. It was a joint venture between Britain and France, showcasing the pinnacle of aviation technology. From 1976 to 2003, it ferried passengers across the Atlantic at twice the speed of sound, turning a 7-hour flight into 3.5. This remarkable feat made it the fastest commercial airliner in history, but Concorde's high costs and deafening sonic boom limited its routes and made it a privilege for the wealthy. The sonic boom, in particular, restricted it to transoceanic routes to avoid disturbing populated areas. Only 14 aircraft ever served, a testament to its exclusivity and the immense resources required to maintain such a fleet. And a tragic accident in 2000, which claimed 113 lives, cast a long shadow over its legacy, followed by declining demand, sealed its fate. The economic downturn and rising operational costs made it unsustainable. In October 2003, the last Concorde touched down, ending the first supersonic era. It was a poignant moment for aviation enthusiasts and the end of an era of speed and luxury. For 2 decades, the industry shifted to larger, slower jets, and supersonic travel faded into history. The focus turned to efficiency and capacity rather than speed. Yet, the allure of speed never truly disappeared. The dream of cutting travel time in half still captivates the imagination of engineers and travelers alike. Lessons from Concorde's triumphs and failures now guide a new generation of innovators. They study its design, its successes, and its shortcomings to build a better future. Armed with new technology, they're determined to succeed where Concorde fell short. The next chapter of supersonic travel is being written, promising a future where speed and sustainability go hand in hand. The original Concorde, a marvel of engineering and ambition, was ultimately crippled by a ban on supersonic flight over land. This restriction, which came at a time when the world was just beginning to dream of routine supersonic travel, cast a long shadow over the future of high-speed aviation. The ban, imposed by the FAA in 1973, was a response to growing concerns about sonic booms and their impact on communities across the country. It was a decision that would shape the trajectory of commercial aviation for decades. As a result, Concorde's routes were severely limited, forcing the jet to operate almost exclusively over oceans. This not only stifled the market for supersonic travel, but also made it difficult for airlines to justify the high costs of operating such advanced aircraft. In June 2025, after years of debate and technological progress, the Concorde Bill was passed, finally lifting this 50-year-old ban. The news sent shockwaves through the aviation industry, reigniting hopes for a new era of supersonic travel. Now, regulatory bodies are working closely with engineers and manufacturers to craft new standards. These focus on stringent noise limits and environmental safeguards, aiming to ensure that the next generation of supersonic jets will be far quieter and more sustainable than their predecessors. This shift is transformative for companies like Boom Supersonic, which can now plan for lucrative overland routes that were previously off-limits. The potential to connect major cities in a fraction of the time is now within reach, opening up new business opportunities and reshaping the future of air travel. For investors and airlines, the lifting of the ban provides the certainty they need to commit billions of dollars to developing and purchasing next-generation aircraft. It marks a turning point, where vision can finally become reality. The end of the ban is more than just a policy change. It's a green light for an industry eager to prove that supersonic travel can be both fast and neighborly, balancing speed with responsibility to communities and the environment. With the barriers finally removed, the stage is set for a new era of high-speed flight, one that promises to connect the world faster than ever before, while striving to do so in harmony with the planet. Boom Supersonic leads the charge with its Overture, a sleek airliner designed for the 21st century. Overture will carry 60-80 passengers at Mach 1.7, connecting cities like New York and London in just 3.5 hours. The XB-1 demonstrates successful test flights in early 2025. 5. Validated Boom's design and technology. Boom's super factory in North Carolina, completed in 2024, will produce 33 Overture jets per year and create 2,400 jobs. The first Overture rollout is set for 2025, with a maiden flight in 2026 and commercial service by 2029. Major airlines, including United and American, have already placed significant orders. Japan Airlines holds early options, signaling global interest. With strong financial backing and market validation, Boom is turning the dream of supersonic travel into reality. At the heart of Overture is the Symphony engine, developed in partnership with GE Aerospace and Kratos. Symphony is a medium bypass turbofan, designed for efficient, reliable, and sustainable supersonic flight without noisy afterburners. Hardware testing began in 2024, with full-scale engine tests planned for late 2025. Symphony is engineered to run on 100% sustainable aviation fuel, aiming for a net-zero carbon footprint. This commitment to sustainability addresses one of Concorde's biggest criticisms. Developing a custom engine is risky, but it gives Boom control over performance, efficiency, and noise. Perfect integration between engine and airframe maximizes Overture's capabilities. The success of Symphony is crucial to the future of supersonic travel. While Boom builds from scratch, Fly Concorde Ltd. aims to resurrect an icon. Led by Dr. Pano Croco Churchill, the company plans a modernized Concorde 2.0, leveraging nostalgia and brand power. The new jet will use advanced composites, making it 50% lighter and more efficient. Powered entirely by sustainable aviation fuel, it promises up to 80% lower emissions than the original. Fly Concorde claims a patented sonic boom suppression technology, potentially allowing supersonic flight over land. If successful, this would open a global network of routes and give Fly Concorde a major edge. The company targets a commercial return by 2026, financed in part by a blockchain-based Concorde coin. While the approach is novel, skepticism remains about the technology and certification challenges. Success hinges on delivering on bold promises and navigating complex regulatory hurdles. Supersonic air travel promises significant economic impact, starting with job creation. Factories like Boom's in North Carolina will generate thousands of skilled positions and revitalize aerospace hubs. For business travelers, the value is time, crossing the Atlantic for a meeting and returning the same day. The market will target executives and high-net-worth individuals, with fares comparable to today's business class. Supersonic travel will remain a luxury, raising questions about accessibility and equity. Companies must balance high development costs with convincing airlines and passengers that speed is worth the premium. The long-term viability depends on reliable operations and sustained demand from the premium segment. The return of supersonic jets brings environmental challenges and opportunities. Noise pollution remains a concern, even as new designs aim for quieter operations. Both Boom and Fly Concorde commit to 100% sustainable aviation fuel, which can cut net carbon emissions by up to 80%. However, SAF supply is limited and expensive, and scaling up is a major hurdle. High-altitude emissions raise additional climate concerns, with scientists still studying their full impact. The industry must prove its environmental solutions are robust and scalable to avoid regulatory and public backlash. Sustainability is the most scrutinized challenge for supersonic travel. The future depends on balancing speed with genuine environmental responsibility. The new supersonic age is filled with bold visions and real progress. Lifting the overland flight ban and successful demonstrator flights bring us closer than ever to commercial supersonic travel. Yet optimism must be balanced with skepticism. Timelines are ambitious, and certification is more challenging than ever. Financial viability is uncertain, with massive investment required and profitability still unproven. Fly Concorde's reliance on unproven technology and novel financing draws extra scrutiny. The coming years, especially 2026, will be critical as engines are tested and prototypes take flight. Technical, financial, and environmental challenges remain formidable. The determination to overcome them is strong, but the world is watching. Can this new generation deliver on the promise and fill the skies with speed once again?